There's an old saying in NASCAR where cautions breed cautions. And that was 1000% the case today when we took on the Brickyard 400 in Indianapolis, Indiana. But things also had a bright spot. A lot of new faces were up near the front, and a lot of various things were happening. We even had some cars return to the track. Now, we never saw them, but we had some cars return to the track after suffering some, usually race ending damage. There's a lot to take in on this race, and there's a lot to see. So sit back, relax, grab some popcorn. This one's about to be a wild ride. What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Thunder 2004 modded career mode. We're taking on Brickyard 400. And I'm looking forward to today's race. Sitting back here, realizing that we have a sizable points lead. Nothing can really stop us at this point, and I think in theory, mathematically, barring some randomly crazy things, I shouldn't fall out of the top 10 either. So I think we're good. But that still needs to address this one question. As you guys know, we had a road course last race, and we have our one generic item of everything. And the condition on each of these things is not the best condition possible following that road course race at Talladega. I mentioned it about the schedule, and I don't think you guys really could grasp what I was talking about. So let me illustrate it for you guys real quick before we jump in. We got the Brickyard 400, then we go to another road course, which is Watkins Glen. No big deal. Then you go over to the Motor City 400 at Michigan Speedway. We've got Speedway equipment out the wazoo. We got 2 cars that we can use. Perfect. Then you go to another road course. This is not Daytona International's third race date for any reason. This is the road course of Daytona. Then we go to California, but then after California, we have to then go to the short track of Richmond, which closes out the regular season. Then we get back into the chase for the cup for the final 10 races, which starts in New Hampshire. That is a lot to have to internalize, isn't it, guys? That's what I have to worry about. And that's why the condition of my car being so low is kind of concerning me at this point, because if the condition drops any lower, we're going to lose performance, and the performance that we're going to lose means that we're going to probably fall behind. We don't have manufacturer support. Oh, and there's still looming question of who will my next who will my next manufacturer be? That will consistently be a question in my mind, and I'm hoping that it's a question in y'all's mind too, because I still don't know. I'm being courted by every good manufacturer out there, including some of the guys who are currently on the series, on the tour, and I just can't make my decision yet. But I'll make my decision in time. Outside of that, let's keep riding this Pontiac until the wheels fall off. Let's head on to Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Brickyard 400. Okay, this time I'll make sure that I actually record it, because I know you guys are thinking about that New Hampshire, but no, I made sure it was recording this time as we come into Indianapolis. This is a really big track, and a good qualifying lap is always important. So these corners feel like the tunnel turn in Pocono. And if you guys remember correctly, I've talked really highly about the tunnel turn in Pocono being like the key for my victory. So it feels the same. Keep in mind, if I blow an engine after that debacle at Dover, I'm no longer allowed to, bring it down pit road to fix it. So just keep that in mind, guys. It was just unrealistic when we did it in Dover. We blew the motor twice and just needed a quick pit stop to fix all that. So it's unfair for the AI. If the AI blow their engine, they don't really come back, except for a few laps. Like after a few laps, they'll come back. For me, no, I can't. So I'll make an adjustment to the gear ratio as we start in the top half of the field. 18th place is not great.
Welcome to MRN's live coverage from the famed Indianapolis Motor Speedway for today's Brickyard 400. The Brickyard is a track with a lot of history, and it's seen plenty of great racing over the years, hasn't it, Barney?
Indianapolis Motor Speedway. What a deep history this place has. I still get chills walking into this place. Speaking of history, there'll be a lot of drivers fighting to get into victory lane for a chance to kiss the bricks after this one is all over today.
The NBC car seems to always finish in the top 10.
Oh yeah, to have an average finish in the top 10 for the season is mighty impressive. It can often be the difference that wins the championship.
In 1993, Bobby Labonte finished second to Jeff Gordon in the Rookie of the Year battle.
That's a pretty good rookie class. At first, Gordon's accomplishments overshadowed Bobby's, but Labonte had been a solid contender for the title in each of the last few years.
Speaking of, I've got rivals around. Speaking of rivalries with people,
Got one down low. Picked off another position. Hold your line.
I went ahead and let the 77 go. We got to maintain our cars as best
88
as
is
possible.
looking to pass.
But
22 car. is
definitely
outside.
not what I anticipated.
Number 22
qualifying.
is still
The
there.
car felt much better. It's just we don't have the speed.
Okay, we're clear. Car pass.
I don't know why.
Up another spot. Clear all around.
Got a couple of Fords that might be a little mad at me as well.
Number 40 just made some contact. Keep him behind you if you can.
Joe Nemechek got into me and pushed me into Sterling Marlin.
Okay, we're clear.
And I actually did not intend to get into Sterling because now that means that my rear deck lid is open, guys. On lap 1. Oh, this is gonna be a great race, isn't it? I knew I was faster than a lot of the guys that I was around. So I needed to get past them. Kind of slow. So right now, 13th isn't bad. I've got the Roushketeers around me.
Still there. Nice pass.
We don't want him getting beside us.
3 wide.
Gotta keep the tires in good shape to be fast, buddy.
Wow. I was in a 4-wheel slide there.
Number 16 is going to make it hard for you to get around him. So they're all around.
Oh, come on, Greg
Car
Griffin.
is outside. Number 29 is going high.
I don't have to make my life hard.
Hold it steady.
Just because you're a Ford driver.
49, 61.
Awesome lap. The interval to the leader's about 3 seconds.
The 38 car is trying a lot. All clear back.
Ooh, Elliott Sadler, mad at me.
Number 6, up high. 3 wide. That pass was for position. Nice job. Clear all around.
Surprised he let me through without actually like throwing his car into me. We don't get that often.
You let him by, he's gonna make things tough on you.
I think I'll make Jimmy Johnson my friend. So I'm going to share a draft with Jimmy Johnson, see if we can catch the leader, which I believe is Jeff Gordon again. And we'll kind of go from there. Because right now we're just here. So I'll check up with you guys later, I guess, if there's a major development.
Best place for him is in your rear view mirror. Right front tire's wearing down. Try another line or he won't last.
Car down low.
Excuse me, Jeff Burden.
Number 99 is still there. Oh, yeah. Great pass, buddy.
Fuel is at half.
The caution flag wave. The yellow is out for a problem out on the racetrack. Tough break out there. Now the field race.
I wonder what happened.
Finish line. Battling for position. We are under caution. Yellow is out.
Keep him behind you if you can.
It's too early to pit. It's way too early to pit. We pit now where I think we're going to run out of gas.
0.5 seconds.
40 car. Okay. Sterling Marlin into the wall. Ooh, 38. Steven got in there. Oh, ooh. All my team cars, man. Steven got some. Joe got some. There's Steven right there. And I think Joe's going to come in right here. Brother. It might be early to pit, but I'm going to roll the dice. We're going to roll the dice. We're going to come down pit road. Because if it's 9 laps, then if we get to lap 18, we'll be at halfway. This can become a fuel mileage race. And I think a lot of other teams are thinking the same. So this could be a fuel mileage race. So we got some cars coming in, we got some cars staying out. We're coming in. It's already lap 10. It'll be lap 11 when we come across the line. So I think we'll be able to make it, but we'll be this close. All right, while I'm taking my pit stop, I'm also going to grab myself some water. Hydration. Ooh, I thought I had him.
We got some cars who didn't pit up front. Watch for traffic to stay.
So only 5 cars stayed out, it looks like. Not bad.
Faces the field back as we get ready for a restart here. Green flag is in the air.
I hope Joe and Steven's cars are okay. Would really have sucked to have lost them
Best
today.
place for him is in your rear view mirror. The leader only has about a second on you.
Far outside. You getting another position with that pass. Clear on both
Immediately get past Jeff Gordon.
sides. Far high.
Kurt Busch is going to block like his life depends on it, which I understand. He was leading.
I'd like to see him stay back there.
Hold it steady. 3 wide.
Be careful using up those tires.
Got some slow cars in front of us.
Attaboy. Top 5 now. Number 20 is right behind you. Number 88.
These guys didn't come down pit road. Joe Nemechek's leading a lap.
3 wide. 50-38.
Running strong. Now let's work our way to the front.
All clear, buddy.
You let
I think a caution would change this race again. Like, there's got to be some flappy bits of like cars laying around outside of Sterling Marlin, who I think definitely DNF. I don't know if Joe and Steven DNF yet. I don't really want to check the leaderboard to find out.
Far down low.
Yellow flag. Yellow flag out on the racetrack.
Debris.
Bravo down on the backstretch. Bravo on the racetrack is run out. Yellow field now works back to the line. But we are under caution after an accident on the backstretch.
keep an eye on your mirror. He's not too happy with you.
40.
Fuel mileage done went out the window.
Keep coming. We're getting there. You've got the leader. Stay on his back bumper.
Someone running in 19th looks like they may have dropped some debris. Great camera work, but it's a 32 car. I see Steven on the track. Yes. And I see Joe, but Joe is mired back in traffic, which means that damage might be hampering him. But this gives me a good idea to see that my boys are still rolling. So that helps me out a ton. All right. Joe Nemechek, with him leading the race right now, would move up into the top 10. Tony Stewart would move up, but Matt Kenseth would drop a spot.
Green flag to get this one back underway. And the green flag is out. Here comes the field. Racing down to turn number 1. We're back under action.
The 123 car is returning to the track. He's just racing for points and ain't gonna be at full speed. Look out.
Leader's right there. He slips up. Make your move.
Jeff Gordon. We also had a car return to the track after having damage, so we're gonna have somebody rolling slow.
You let him by. He's gonna make things tough on you.
The yellow lights are flashing. The caution flag wave.
Another yellow. And all because of Jeff Gordon. I didn't have a good restart, but Jeff Gordon putting me in the wall didn't help either.
Save your tires.
Clear on both sides.
All right, another debris caution. That's fine.
53.
Another chance to get the restart correct. You know what I'm saying, guys? It's okay. We're good. This time the debris is from the 45 of, you guys guessed it, John Andretti. And Joe is still back there in the pack. I think we're actually going to get another debris caution or something. See, the 43 car is out there as well. Jeff Green, Kenny Wallace both came down pit road. Both are back on track.
Pace car is off. The field bunches up. And we're back underway. Green flag is in the air on this restart. As the field brings its way down towards turn number 1.
Keep it.
Found all the cautions.
You're only 1 second behind the leader.
Number 29 is up high. Gained another spot. Clear all around.
Got Kevin Harvick on this restart. Just got past Mark Martin. Got into him a little bit. That's on me.
Number 97 up high. Still beside you.
If Jeff Gordon tries that again, I might have to send the
Keep
man.
an eye on your mirror. He's not too happy with it.
The 97 car is still there. We'll get back up there. Hold your line. He's still there. Still there.
I think we had 2 cars return to the track, guys. We got some guys running
Number 97
that
is still there.
definitely seem to be off the pace.
24 car just hit us. All clear, buddy.
I would send Jeff Gordon so fast. But right now, I think the race is already cautioned
Just 5 to
a
go.
lot.
We
So
don't want him getting
we're good for now. We're good for now. I'll let Jeff Gordon have what he has. I'm going to slowly work my way around these guys. I think these guys are also going to maybe come down pit road and to the back of Rusty Wallace a bit. Not to be vindictive or anything, just to kind of push him along. I can't believe we had some cars return to the track after having race-ending damage. Is that my boy Steven? Is Steven somehow in the top 10? Guys, I think I see a green arrow. I see a green dot. Amongst the sea of red, I see my boy Steven.
You let him by, he's gonna make things tough on you.
Nemechek and Rusty Walls got to pit, right? Like, they got to. They can't possibly make it on fuel. I know we've had a few caution laps, but...
Some of the leaders are
Okay, there's Joe Nemechek.
50-15.
okay, buddy. We're faster than the leader. Let's get up there. Work with the leader. Let's see if we can break away from the pack.
Oh, that was bad. That was bad on my part.
We just lost a spot. We're third. Clear all around.
Jeff Gordon, you dummy. You done sat here and took yourself out of contention for a win being stupid. Okay. Now I just need to focus on my race, which is just getting past Kurt Busch, Rusty Wallace. And yellow's out. Yellow's out, but all I can do is get past Kurt Busch. I can't get to Rusty, but race end is under caution. Another race ends under caution. Where is the overtime?
50-48.
Really?
Buddy, dig.
Really, Kenny Wallace? Really? Kenny Wallace running 40th place on lap 17. That man was 10 laps off the pace, and he loses debris. That team needs to be fined. That's a fine right there. Come on. That just ruined a good race.
We finished second.
But I'll take second, and Steven got fourth. Perfect. Good race for us. I'll take it. Should have won, though.
How about all those caution laps they ran?
Yeah, I'm sure the drivers would have rather seen more green flag laps, especially the guys who ran out front most of the race.
The 53 car will probably be exchanging words in the garage with the 40 car.
I'm not sure how all this got started, but now that they have a little history on the track, it'll be something to watch in the weeks ahead.
From all of us here at EA Sports at MRN, thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.
Alrighty, so the race is over. We didn't win. We finished under caution. We've had a lot of those so far this season, or at least this part of the season. So Rusty Wallace wins after leading 3 laps. I didn't get a chance to lead a single lap. I finished second. Kurt Busch. Steven came up to fourth. Steven started 38th and finished fourth. That man, he did what was usually impossible. I saw him on some of them cautions wondering where in the heck he was. Mark Martin finishes 5th. Jeff Burton, Jeff Gordon, Matt Kenseth, Greg Biffle, and Jeremy Mayfield round out your top 10. Good to see that Greg Biffle finishes in the top 10 after qualifying pretty decently this time. A little bit further down the line, I'm not too concerned about other people outside of maybe Jimmy Johnson finishing 16th, Dale Jr. finishing 18th after starting 32nd, so that's good for him. John Andretti, who was one of those 4 cautions that we had for 11 laps, by the way, finishes 14th. But a little bit further down, this is what's going to interest me. Now, Joe had that damage and did not really come back, kind of like Steven did. So Joe finishes 25th. Not a bad thing to see. But Joe Nemechek was leading for quite a while, and he finishes 35th. Dale Jarrett, Jamie McMurray, Tony Stewart, all finishing at the back of the pack after making a very late pit stop. And then, of course, not having any time. They chose to pit like a lap before the end of the race. So I think maybe one more caution would have probably saved them. Jeff Green, Kenny Wallace, they returned to the track after the wreck, which allowed them to gain some spots over Casey Kane, Sterling Marlin, and Ken Schrader. Ken Schrader, I think, actually fell out early in the race. So it was Sterling Marlin and Casey Kane. And when Kenny Wallace and Jeff Green returned to the track, both of these guys were on the same lap racing each other for basically 39th place and 46 points, which honestly, I commend that little effort right there for those two teams to get their cars back out there after suffering damage that definitely finished Casey Kane's race and Sterling Marlin's race off. That's huge. That's actually really cool to see. So I can't complain. I mean, I can't complain about Rusty or Kenny Wallace losing his debris that wound up putting us under a yellow flag finish. But that was good. That was actually a really fulfilling race. And I had nothing to do with the cautions. So let's head back to Atlanta and I don't know. Take a look at the points, I guess. Oh boy, another road course. I keep forgetting that I made this schedule so crazy. Anyways, we are officially 361 points ahead of Mark Martin, 407 ahead of Jeff Gordon, Rusty Wallace and Jeff Burton right at the top 5. I'm not really going to worry too much about how many points ahead I am. I'm just going to worry about the top 10 and the bubble on the top 10 from going forward, because the bubble for the top 10 is really, really close. Any bad races for some of these guys could effectively end their chances at making it to the playoffs. So that, or not the playoffs, the chase for the cup. Playoffs. So Tony Stewart, John Andretti are really close to each other. So is Sterling Marlin, Bob Labonte, Ryan Newman. Joe Nemechek is he's like 116 points out from that. Dale Jarrett has kind of had a fall from grace of late, dropping all the way down to like 15th in the standings. As you guys know, Kevin Harvick, unless Kevin Harvick wraps off like a bunch of wins, I don't think he's going to make it, neither is Dale Jr. So that's what we're kind of looking at right now for some of these guys. And that's just going to be how it is. That is how it is. So I've got nothing else to say to you guys except for make sure you guys have a great and wonderful time. And be easy, everybody. Enjoy your holidays. More videos will be coming out this week, and I look forward to hopefully entertaining y'all on y'all's road trips and things like that. Till next time, see you guys.